for anyone else who may be new or lurking. Hello, I'm Calico Pascal, Sea Otter VTuber, streaming to you live from the Float Harbor Aquarium. Welcome. Today we are making emotes and badges because I got Twitch affiliates, was it a week ago? 2 weeks ago? Something like that. So hello. I figured I would want to put this stream as an evening stream so that way more people could catch it since it's a longer time slot for me. So to be clear, I'm not entirely sure how many emote slots you get at the beginning when you first hit affiliate. I know it's quite a bit, but I don't know off the top of my head. So let's see if we can take a look. I think it's under the creator dashboard. Let's see. Dum. I have no idea what it's under. No, not that. I don't think it's that either. Oh, emotes. I found it. Okay, so you get 5 standard emotes. Let me write this down so we don't forget. Okay, so 5 free emotes. Wow. 5 free emotes. And then it says oh, there's bit tier emotes. In the world? What are bit emotes? Interesting. Okay, so 4 open slots. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, so 5 standard emotes, and then for subscribers, emotes, you have 8 standard, and 8 animated ones as well. And this is just for the first tier. And by the way, YouTube buddies, YouTube watchers, obviously all of these emotes that you see being made and being on Twitch, eventually you guys will get them as well when we unlock monetization on YouTube. And then tier 2, oh no, tier 1 still also has an additional, oh wait, unlock, oh no, okay, just kidding. I lied. So 8 standard, 8 animated for tier 1. Then tier 2 has one emote, 1 standard, and 1, oh that's it, just, okay. This is tier 2, and then 1 standard emote for tier 3. So that's just emotes. And that's, let's see, can we math 5? And then 16, 17, 18, 23 emotes? That's a lot. We have to make 23 emotes. And then so unlock progress mission, get 40 subscriber points. Reward is 1 additional standard emote slot and 1 animated emote slot. We are very close. We are 31 out of 40 subscriber points away from getting those. But it looks like, okay, so that's just emotes alone, 23 emotes. And then if we, where are our badges? Customize your rewards for biggest cheers. No, that's not what I'm looking for. We're not looking for bits, we're looking for badges. Artist badge and emote attribution. Right. Okay, so where are Where do you upload badges? These are only emotes. You get badges later, or is it under a completely different thing? What is this? Is there emotes? Yeah, I might have to do some digging because I can't seem to find where you would add badges unless it's under a completely different tab. But for now, you know, we can start with the 23 emotes. I guess technically 22 because we already have one. So we'll keep this layer as notes. Either way, this emote is one of them already. This is one of our currently free emotes. This is the cheer emote, which leaves us with 4 other free emotes that we can create. So let's think. So we have, let's start with our free ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one is cheer. Emotes are kind of interesting in that, you know, a lot of people like a certain standard one. So like, for example, I see a lot of waving, and sometimes that gets translated into eventually like an animated version of a wave emote. But I think at the beginning it's probably better to just have a like just a standard wave, just because I feel like when it's a free emote to start, you don't want to put a waving emote as like behind a paywall. I think it'd be nice to still be able to say hi. So let's get rid of this animated part. So a wave emote. I know heart is pretty popular. What else could we do? There's gonna be a lot. So 5 free, and then 8 standard, 8 animated, and then 2 additional ones. What other emotes are kind of popular? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I know some people really like the a newspaper. Oh! I hear the sound. Let me see. Who is that? Tai Cheesy, hello! If it isn't Tai Cheesy, hello, hello. Welcome! You made it just in time. I'm currently just trying to think in terms of emotes off the top of my dome. Like the really common ones, or ones that I think that you guys would enjoy using the most. Yeah, so far we already have the one emote, the one cheer emote, so that's one off of the 23-ish total. You love using heart. Heart is a good one. I was gonna say some people really like doing like the squirt bottle or like the newspaper one. Like someone using a newspaper, a rolled up newspaper. Good list so far. Thank you, thank you. Tai Cheesy is a friend of mine, you guys. So welcome. Welcome in. You just noticed my go live. That's okay, Owen. We barely just started, so haven't made too much progress yet. Yeah, see, Owen's even using a wave emote. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what are like some fairly standard emotes that a lot of people like to use. We so far have cheer, wave, and heart. Maybe like a thinking one. I do tend to think quite a bit, so like a loading. Thinking. people also like the note-taking one, like writing notes. Maybe I'll just list a couple of like ideas out here to the side, and then we can kind of pick and choose and debate what works. So spray bottle or newspaper. Or maybe like an angry one. Angry? Or oh, I want like which would you personally do the most? Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like another one, a good one would be like a big, like a, I guess the best way to describe it would be like PN. Like big bubbly eyes. PN. Something like that. I'll put it as a potential list. Other ones that are pretty common. I know people like smug. I'm just making a whole entire list because in terms of how many emotes we have to our we'll be able to do, we have a lot of slots, so at least 22, and then we can kind of decide which of them is the best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this is a standard. And then we also have animated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The animated ones would probably take longer to get finished, but it's still good to kind of think ahead of time. Yeah, there's a ton. There's a lot. So I was told that you don't have to keep certain emotes to be free or behind the subscription paywall, so you can kind of switch them out depending on how you're feeling or depending on what gets used more. Yeah, so then there's also, and this is just tier 1, then there's tier 2, which gets only one standard, and tier 3, which also gets 1. So tier 3 and tier 2 should probably have like really special emotes, right? Spray ball, newspaper, angry, PN, smug, cry. Oh yeah, the note-taking one is what I said. Note-taking. One of the ones that I know I want to do for sure, and also because there's so many, I kind of wanted to split the emotes between having it be the fan mascot and then also me. But one of the ones that I would love to do is like, do you know how dogs, when they like or catch them doing something they're not supposed to do, they kind of like usually if a dog's eyes are kind of like standard like this, but then for some reason when they look off to the side you can see their eye white, so they kind of look like, oops, kind of look like this, like an eye emoji almost, or I guess technically if you're looking at them from behind. Alright. Like that. I kind of want something like that for you guys. I'm not sure how that would look like. Maybe Something like that. So I don't know what you would even call that though. It's not really, not quite a side eye, but maybe fear. Well, we could say like fear slash side eye. It could even be kind of like cheeky almost, like if it's, I don't know, I feel like when it's from the side, it's more kind of like when you're caught doing something you're not supposed to do, versus if you're kind of looking from the top down and the eyes are like this. It's not quite cheeky, but you're also like, you know, you're putting your fingers together. You're like a little guy. Actually, maybe just like putting your fingers together would be a good one. Fingies. We'll just call it side eye for now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we still have... That could technically be already filling up 1, but that's not even counting the animated. Oh, another good one is like, the actually. Or like the nerd. Whether you want that to be with the finger or not. I think actually is good. Let's see, what else is also other ones. I think smug and like heh are kind of more or less the same. What other ones are pretty common? Well, I think already maybe we can start with some of these, just like sketching them out. So I'm gonna make this a really light opacity so we can draw. Alright, so wave 1. I think the heart should definitely be the fan mascot. Maybe something like... I did have this thought, what if it was like a... Would it because the emote is so small, I almost don't want to put more details, but I did think like, what if it was a seashell? Like how would I do that to make it kind of look like a seashell? Maybe like the third bump is kind of small. But no, we just do a regular heart because again, details tend to get lost too easily. Better to keep things like really clear. But let's see, sea otters? Maybe you can make it like you're holding it kind of like a seashell. Or hugging it almost. Oops. Something else too, you can kind of see it in the sketch of the chair emote, but initially I made the eyes for the fan mascot a lot smaller, but because the emote already gets so small, they just look like teeny tiny dots, you couldn't even see them. So making the eyes bigger and sparkly kind of worked to my advantage. Hi Leah, welcome! Hello, hello. Maybe, I'm not sure, do we want like a closed eye look, or I? I don't know. Maybe you could just be like a standard happy. Yeah, we're trying to list a couple. I mean, you get so many slots right out the gate. Something like this. Perhaps. By the way, let me see. I might have missed it entirely. Ty, did you end up subscribing or did you just follow? Because I heard the alert, but I wasn't sure which, and I think I just got distracted by the fact that I just saw your name. So I just want to make sure I properly thanked you, in case you did. But if not, then no, you can completely ignore me. I was just so excited to see Friend. Yeah, I always like drawing the fan mascot with like a really wide smile. You followed, okay, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, let me show you the... I have the fan mascot reference here. Let's just use the resized one. Yeah, this is typically what you guys are supposed to look like. I'll also put this on a separate layer. Yeah, I know obviously the borders of the emote cut it off, but it is a cherry stem. It's a cherry, it's not like just a round ball. Whoops. Yeah, you're like a little ice cream soda float. Yeah, not sure if I want the eyes open or if I want like cute little something like that. Thank you, thank you. Love to be slime-like. Yeah, you just got a little milty, like, collar. Whoop. The other one was a wave, we suggested. Well, yeah, I mean, for simplicity's sake, I could just make all of them the mascot, but I feel like it's kind of fun to have a little bit of both. So the wave could be... Hat is obviously gonna get cut off, but that's okay. Something like that. Yeah, that's cute. A little wave. I think I talked about this during my debut of the pattern model, but I was just so impressed with how much detail they were able to fit in, even when the model is just like so tiny. I was like, you're incredible, pattern. Yeah, and the good thing with these sketches too is that it's easy to resize them and do whatever. What else did we say? Loading or thinking one? Yeah, it could be like this. And then the... oops. Could be, the, like, loading sign. Something like that. But what I would want to do maybe is like, when it gets colored, is like the loading sign, maybe it would actually be a lot bigger too. So, probably like this, like taking up this much room. It should take up a pretty big chunk of real estate, so you can see it on the emote. Thank you, Nani. Let's see, we also had, well, that's kind of it for now. We needed one more standard emote. I think I personally would probably want the PN or the side eye. I think maybe to balance it out, we should do another mascot one. So if we're doing the side eye, I'm not sure which one's better. Do I want it like from the side? Like this? Or do we want like I'm looking down at you. when you're looking up like this. Not trying to spend too much time on just the drafting portion, since we're just trying to visualize some ideas here. A little bit lower. Maybe you're kind of like sitting. The music is the perfect vibe right now. Thanks. It's a Calico Pascal original. By that I mean I did not make it myself. I had commissioned it from these two composers named Fat Bard, and they took the inspiration that I had given them as like a kind of a guideline of what I was thinking of for music, and I think they pretty much nailed it on the spot. I'm not very picky when it comes to when I'm commissioning others, but when it comes to me making stuff, I'm so hard to please. So obviously the emote wouldn't have you being able to see the whole body like this, but I'm just trying to visualize here, like if this is you from behind, you know. Something like this. I hope that gets kind of like the point across. Like what you got there. Can I see? What's in your hand? ones. Let's see. Smug. Crying, note-taking. I think it'd be cute if the actually was me, and then the note-taker was you. So you could have, like, let me hide the notes for a second. Whoops, that's not it. Hide this layer. Move these up here. So I want centered. Let me fix that. Oh, why? Let's see. My big brain underneath this huge hat, but you don't know it. You're such a little guy. Yeah, you won't want to hurt a little guy. You wouldn't scold a little guy, would you? The spiral notepad. Your nose is really in there. Or maybe you should also have glasses. That way we can be nerds together. Like this. Maybe your glasses are just like this. Or we can have it where your eyes can still be seen behind the glasses. I don't know, maybe we can make some multiple versions when we get to actually finalizing it. Silly ideas. Let's see. Oh, very specific to me. I didn't even think about this. We should do, where's my notes? Okay, so notes. Oh, other notes. We did... Oh, fingies should do. So note taking. Actually, side-eye. Oh, we haven't done PN yet. We did this one, this one, this one. So let's see, fingies. I don't know, do we want mascot doing fingies, or... I feel like you could easily turn this one into a fingies. June! Hello, June Buns! Welcome! Thank you, June. We're just doing a lot of doodling, as you can see. Kind of just drafting out ideas. I actually kind of like the doodle-esque quality of these, but this one emote turned out so clean. So I'm gonna try my best to, when I'm doing the line art, to kind of keep the essence as much as possible. Try not to lose the essence. But what I was thinking is that you could have like maybe a hydration or like something gym related. So say hydration, water bottle, and maybe like a flex. So then if we're doing hydration, maybe it's you guys. Like, you would be probably way smaller than this. And then the water bottle could take up most of the emote space. Like, you guys are holding it out to me. You know? Like this. Hydration! Okay, like, something like that. So you know it's water. This would be like way emphasized to look like it's in the foreground, and then you guys are just kind of down here. Big bottle. Yes, hydrate. Drinkies. I'm not sure, we would have to probably crop it a little bit better or figure out another way to kind of squeeze it all together into the emote. Flex. Oh, it could be kind of like, you could kind of combine it, right? Like a smug. Then it's like this. Also might be tough to do in a little emote, but we will figure it out. I don't know if all this would be able to fit in the emote, but maybe we could change it. Soul Calico! Yes! I'm in love with this water bottle one. He looks so dumb. Like, take it. Well, hi Keiko, welcome. We've just been doodling some ideas so far. Yeah, so doing like a flex. And like I said, the expression could just be read as like smug even. So depending on how we'll need to crop it, could do something like that. I love this stupid water one. Oh, I just thought of another good one. Because the mascot is like kind of an ice cream based guy. I had this doodle that I'm kind of like working on, or one of the things, many things that I'm working on. I have a reference sheet, like a bigger one, of the fan mascot, and I had this drawing that was kind of like showing that the features of the face, or just like the face in general, is kind of like melty, or it could melt. So maybe that could be an emote. I don't know what expression that would convey, but you'd be like, I don't know, your nose is like here, but your eyes are kind of like, what? Maybe the eyes should be a little bit higher. Like a ditto, you know? Ditto's like kind of gooey. Maybe like a what? Uh-huh? Like goopy. Oh no, you're melting! You're all goopy. Like it could be like this. Like a hoo-ha? Hoo-ha, huh? Hmm? I think this eye needs to come down a little bit more. We'll call this what? Huh? What? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you still need to do fingies and like crying. Maybe it could also be like a me. See, I'm thinking big. We can combine things together to make a more complex emotion. Like me? You talking about me? But we'll see. I mean, I kind of like this one, just like, huh? Droopy, ooey gooey. Fingies. Fingies is a good one. Since this one kind of already looks like a fingies, maybe I'll use myself for fingies. Or let's see, how would I do this without the hat getting in the way? Maybe that'll just be PN. Could just do a regular PN to start, and then see, these could read as two different emotions if I turn this one into like a fingies. Versus this one is like the side eye over the shoulder. So maybe we get Calico PN. I'm gonna make it facing forward. I feel like three mouth is more like ooh versus like when it's sad, it's PN. I almost feel like this melty one, the hua, would go well with the loading screen one. Like, look at them. They are two individual brain cells. Another little guy emote. The cry one? Oh, let me see. Yeah, big wooby eyes. It's okay, Keiko. I just saw your messages. It's alright. Yeah, crying one. I do like the Dr. Hakase cry emote. How would you guys cry? Queen never cry. That's a good one. Like a serious face. Like super shonen anime face. I don't even think shonen is the right word. Actually, that'd be really funny. Wait. Hold on. Queen never cry. What does it even look like? Need a reference because I don't know what it looks like. Okay, let's just focus on the cry. Maybe it could be like more like this kind of cry. Maybe these are too big. Maybe a little smaller. Yeah, more like this kind of face. So hopefully that would read well enough on when it's really small. Maybe it could be... I guess this could also look like a scared or cry. figure that out later. I just had another idea, and then it quickly already left my mind. Oh, I was gonna say, there's this thing that sea otters do where they kind of like rub their cheeks. I think that'd be a really cute one too. Maybe that would be a good animated one. Like the motion is like, they typically do something like this, you know? So it would be like a cheek rubbing, like a cheek squishing emote. Let me write that down so I don't forget. It's harder to draw the animated ones like in concept because they're gonna take a little bit longer. So let's see, maybe I'll just say otter cheek. Otter cheek squish. The other animated one, I know Keiko was already requesting. Otters also do when they're out in the wild and they're trying to crack open like food, they'll use like their favorite rock or some kind of tool to smash open seashells. So like maybe like a bonk-ish, bonk in quotes, not quite a bonk. Oh, a spin. Like a spin. It could be like, you guys like spinning in water, so maybe you're just like this. Or, you know, kind of halfway in water. And then you're just spinning around in the water. Yeah, spin. I guess this would be not an angry, but this one's like a fear or crying. In my notes, it's cry / fear. Smug is kind of taken by the flex, but maybe it could be more like smug from you guys? What would that look like? Maybe if the emote is cropped kind of like this. Maybe it's like really close up. Like this. Just up close. you even own an air fryer? Now we do have a wave emote there. I don't know if I would want two. Oh yeah, I did PN. An angry one. Let's see. I feel like an angry one wouldn't get used too much. So let's keep thinking. Oh, an eating one. Maybe it could be like... just like big beak cheeks. Or rather than the mouth should just be open like this. And then we can put like a fish. Consume. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe this one could also get eventually animated. Or the PN would be an easy one to animate too. They all look so cute together. Honestly, it would make a really good sticker sheet. I understand why it's so easy to like turn emotes into like little stickers, sticker merch. Oh, peak. That's a good one. I didn't even think about that. A peak emote. Oh yeah, obviously cheers done. Peak. Let's see, if we were to do a peak emote. Peak, what would peak look like? Maybe peek from the side? Or would maybe like a peeker, like from the bottom? Like this. peek it so that way you could see the ears. Or maybe for you guys it'd be kind of similar. Oh, Big Ham! Oh my goodness. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. You were also doing art, weren't you? I hope you had a good art stream. As you can see, we're just kind of brainstorming potential emotes. Animating and rigging. Oh, would love to animate sometime. I actually was thinking, oh, speaking of animation, oh boy, I'm sure a lot of you have seen, if you are an artist or follow artist circles, the wonderful Adobe news. Yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to get into it too much, but it did make me like, gave me that push that I was like, you know what, I kind of want to animate something soon. I'm getting the itch. Oh, actually, if you guys were the peak emote, you could include the stem of the cherry as well. Oh, will still be available. Oh, nice. They backpedaled on it? Oh my gosh. Oh, just a little bit. Well, good. As they should. I guess I'll have to look into that after I finish stream. You know, I feel like most peak emotes that I've seen have been like from behind the wall, like this. I don't see too many of them where they're from the bottom. Look at that Apollo peak. Oh, that Owen peak is so good. Oh my god, everyone's posting their peaks. Okay, good. Oh, so there's a... Is that Girl DM? Looks like Girl DM and Teal Meal. Very good. Nice peaks. I guess it's just dependent on the vibe you want. Getting food. Oh, enjoy your meal. Good luck with the emotes. Thank you, Big Ham. And again, thank you for the raid. Oh, hello, Lord Plasma. Thank you for the ham raid. Let's see. So we got quite a few now. Yeah, peak. Maybe we could do both. Depending on if I'm running out of ideas. Yeah, the serious one would be interesting. And start resizing some of these again so I can fit them all in. Where? Oh, just kidding. Oh, okay. Combine these and then resize all of them. The serious one be like oh, thank you for the follow, Bellows Jams. Welcome. Yeah. serious, but I want it like... I want it like very... either extremely shoujo or like JoJo style, like serious. Oh, actually, speaking of shoujo, maybe we could do like the shock. Where the hand is like this. What if it's just the face, but the rest of it is kind of like really, really cartoony? Oh, thank you for the subscription! I don't have subscriber emotes yet, but we are currently working on that right now. That will be eventually fixed. Yeah, I don't even know what this would be. Shoujo shock. There's one emote. Yeah, so far. Just like Calico Cats a lot, to be honest. Even though you're a sea otter, it's still in the name. I do like Calico Cats. I think their patterns are very beautiful. And then actually the pattern itself is where, like, Calico from my name, that's where it stems from, because there's a type of seashell, or specifically it's like, so scallops can have different types of shells or different patterns on their shells, and the calico from my name derives from the calico scallop, because it's meant to describe like the color and the detail of the shell. So it is related somewhat. Yeah, it's, I think, well, it's like the kind of shell that comes to mind when I like close my eyes. They're like, it's the typical seashell shape, but then the color is like a orangey, reddish, and white kind of pattern. Not too much brown. Yeah, exactly. So you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, Bella snagged one of the last Founders badges. Aw, congratulations, and thank you again. You drawing a lot of otters? Yes, we're drawing, so these otters in particular are my fan mascot. And then, of course, me. Oh my gosh, a hype train! Whoa! What the heck? Oh my goodness, thank you guys! Well, another subscriber! Holy moly! Thank you, Zelenus. It's very kind of you. Thank you for the subscription! Gosh, I need to really come up with some very special emotes then. Yeah, what else do I have on the list? Oh my goodness, Tai Cheesy! Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. Wow, thank you so much! Ice cream pattern otters? Yes, you guys are a little like, sorry I keep flashing it on and off screen. You guys are like little soda ice cream floats. So initially, part part of my lore. Are we talking about VTuber lore? So I come from the Float Harbor Aquarium, which is situated in Float Harbor, and Float Harbor was always meant to be kind of like a pun. So float coming from like to float, you know, the action of floating on water, and then also like an ice cream float. But even though I say that, I never really from the beginning wanted my branding to be outright like ice cream. I just kind of like the idea of ice cream as a symbol or a signifier of like summer related type things. But yes, we do a lot of floating around here. And yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, I have a reference sheet, like a more detailed one, of what is kind of entailed that I have in mind for the fan mascot species. So they do come in multiple flavors, and I wanted them to be kind of customizable to however you, the viewer, see yourself. So you could be whatever flavor you want, you could have whatever little accessories on your head that you want. Really the thing that is kind of more or less the same among all of them is generally gonna be just like the head being the ice cream scoop, and then the body representing like the soda flavor. But you can change the head pieces however you want, or the neck accessory. I chose a little mint leaf decoration for like a base. But the mint leaf is also meant to be kind of similar to like my necklace, because I've got my kelp necklace, so I wanted to give you guys something similar so we would match. You like the thought I put into it? Thank you! Yeah, when I have the time, eventually that whole big reference sheet would come out. When I first introduced the fan mascot to like my chat and my stream, I think that was the same stream where I had my viewers come and join me for like a magma board drawing session, and so people were drawing like themselves as their little otters, and it was really cute. I don't have a official name for the fan mascot yet, so currently I just keep referring to it as the fan mascot, but I've had several suggestions here and there, but nothing has really kind of stuck for me so far. So I'm open to suggestions. Oh my gosh, another follow. Thank you, CordVT. Welcome. Actually, I don't... Did I even introduce myself when Big Ham raided in? I feel like I didn't. I just kind of said, hey, oh my gosh, thank you for the raid. And I hope you had a good time. The Pokemon Floatzel comes to mind. I do really like Floatzel. It is one of my favorite Pokemon, as well as, it's weird, I like Oshawott, but I am not as into Oshawott as I am as of Floatzel, even though they're both sea otter based Pokemon. I think Oshawott is very cute. I think Oshawott has actually grown on me a bit more over time, but you might be able to see it in the fan mascot like reference. It kind of looks more like, I was inspired by Quagsire. I really like the shape of Quagsire, and I like their like wide face. You know, they're kind of like this. They kind of look very similar to you guys. And they have a similar something like that or another, but they got feet. Yeah, but anyways, you get the idea. They look very much similar in body type. But something else I wanted to include for the fan mascot specifically is that even though the base fan mascot looks like this, I want them to be able to come in different sizes too. So I wanted like little guys, which I guess would be something more akin to like an Oshawott, but not quite an Oshawott. And then something more like just really big and outlandish. Because I personally really like working out in the gym, so I had this idea in my head of like, I'm sure you guys have seen those, it's like those plushies where the head is really small, but then the body looks huge and ridiculous, and they kind of got abs like this. And then I can't remember if their arms are also huge, but then they have little tiny legs. I want something like this for you guys too. So yeah, just a couple ideas that I have rocking around in my brain right now. It's tough making names. Hopefully you find something organically that feels right. I'm a huge fan of— oh yeah, Clodsire is also very cute. Yeah, it does look like an eclair because the like chocolatey, they're like this, right? And then they got the something like that that's like wavy. And they're big. Yeah, delicious looking fella. Actually, that'd be kind of a funny emote. Could I have one where I'm something like similar to this? But maybe you're kind of like Hua? Another Hua? And then maybe we move the hat over to this side so that way I can munch. Something like this. No. I don't even know how this would fit in an emote. Maybe it kind of looked like I'm giving you a smooch, but actually in reality it's something more sinister. Yeah, friend shaped. You love oddly shaped characters like a Wreck-It Ralph or the bunny dad from Amazing World of Gumball. Oh yeah, what's his name? I know I'm forgetting his name, but yeah, he's like kind of square-ish, right? With the ears. And I like his cute little smile. That's what I remember the most. Probably wouldn't see like this much of the body. Would be something like this. Actually, something like this, or like, oops, or like this one, the Hua, the question mark one. What if there's one, like an alternate idea where it's like Hua, but you just have like a bite mark through your head like this, even though that doesn't make any sense because you're ice cream. But it'd be kind of like, have you guys ever seen the sunfish with the huge bite marks in its head and it's still just floating around like nothing happened? That's kind of what I imagine here in this scenario. Yeah, the sunfish, you know, they look like this, and they usually are like that. Something like this. They have a little teeny mouth. And they just kind of float around in the sea. They don't care about anything. But they're so dense, and I think their actual skeleton is quite small, as well as like all their internal organs and stuff. So like most of this is just flesh. So when they get attacked or they get eaten, they get kind of munched like this, and it's fine. So maybe, in essence, we take the idea of the Hua, and rather than like a bite mark, or it could look like a bite mark still, but maybe there's a spoon. Is there like a spoon from the side with like some of the... No! What have they done to you? Yeah, the mola mola. Exactly. That's the kind of vibe I'm feeling. I actually think this is really funny. These two together, they may look the same, but they're actually very different. They convey very different emotions. I feel like this one is almost kind of like in shock, or with like, you know, you don't realize it's happening. So what would we categorize this as? Let's see. Maybe, oops. We call it like, we'll just say a spoon. And we have bite. I don't think I want to really do the spray bottle or the newspaper or the angry. Fingies, maybe. Serious, I still need to kind of sketch that out. I don't have a good reference. Or, I did more like a shock rather than a serious, so we have shock. If I'm doing the shoujo shock, maybe you guys should be the serious one. So I need like sorry, hiding all the emotes. No, the doodles for now. Because I need... I'm gonna look up reference. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga. Or maybe can I search like I need like an intense anime face. These just look like normal anime faces, Google. I mean, okay, maybe I can kind of get the essence of what I'm looking for here. Yeah, you guys will get the thick eyebrow. There's a lot of line detail, but I both kind of hate this and also love it at the same time. Oh, maybe it could even be like a thumbs up, but it should be like a super realistic or almost super realistic thumbs up, you know? Suddenly you guys have human hands. guess, next to the shoujo one. That's beautiful. This head is a little too big. You guys have a wider face than this. Here we go, something like that. Gotta go to sleep, but hope the stream keeps going well. I love the theme you got for us. Oh, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you around next time. Let's scale down this one. Hello, Kitty. Welcome back. Got lots of little doodles and ideas so far. Let's see. Individually we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we're almost there. Though I guess some of these I'm not sure if I want to include both for now. Maybe we could include them like to start, and then depending on which one gets used more, I might alter them or swap them out. But I kind of like what we've got so far. So then we're missing probably one more, right? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so like one more. I'm not sure what else is another good one. Yeah, and then we've been writing down the ideas for the animated ones, because those are going to be kind of a little bit different. Oh yeah, so serious. Check that off. I guess yeah, fingies. But again, I feel like I could easily turn one of these, this one in particular I'm looking at, I feel like this could easily become a fingies. But it could also just be like a sit. What else is another common emote? Yeah, I guess you could have wave standard and then wave animated at some point. Do a dance emote, like for an animated one. Dance? Question mark? I was thinking another one could have been related to the gym doodles. Maybe it's like a big jug of maybe this is protein. And it could be like where would I fit myself? It could be either overhead or I think overhead would be best. Something like this? I don't know. Oh, what about like a sunglasses? Like you guys with sunglasses. I feel like most of these are facing this way. I need to do one facing the other way. It would be cute if it's like you guys wearing sunglasses and then I know you guys are technically like a little soda float, but maybe you also have your own drink. Like it'd be a kind of a sunglass slash a cheers. I don't know if I could fit all that in an emote. Maybe rather than this side it'd be, yeah, like a chillin'. You guys could be like this with your little drinky. Yeah, cheers me dog. Yes, good. Your emote's so good. Max chillin'. Oh yeah. most of this would get cropped off, but that's okay. Something like that. Yeah. I like it. You just gotta figure out how to fit all of these in the correct crop. Oh, thank you! Yeah, I think this is good for now until I decide that they're not. I mean, that's about I didn't consider this. Okay, so it's 8 standard with 1 standard for tier 2 and tier 3, and 8 are going to be animated. So rather than the separate list that I had, you have to consider that as part of the 23. So I might have to combine down or select a couple from here, or just do one or the other for something like this one, where we don't need multiple peak stickers, we just pick one. So let's see, I'm going to... We have about an hour left. I'm going to open another file here, my template that I had for my emotes. Okay, you can't see this quite yet because I have 2 separate windows. I'm pretty sure they're not showing. Oh yeah, you can only see the other one. So we are going to let me condense this first one. So this would be, put that in a folder. Call this cheer. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, actually, if I put it here, oh good, yes, so you guys can see it. Then I'll just tab between the two. So this is my emote template PSD that I have. The cheer, or if I take out this frame, you can kind of see how I drew everything in full, but this is ultimately what you end up getting as the emote. So I'm gonna start dropping some of these sketches in and kind of trying to fit them in the frame to see what looks best. Oh, maybe not white so we don't blind ourselves. There we go. So, whoops, sorry. Okay, for sure, I want these silly looking ones, the spoon. Honestly, spoon is kind of my favorite right now. I'll just plop that in. Oh, he's so teeny, look at it. But not for long. And now we make it emote sized. I don't know, do we want it kind of like this from an angle? You can see a bit of the spoon arm. Something like that. So then if I turn down the opacity of the frame, you can kind of see how much further I'd have to draw the art in full. Yeah, something like that. And then the other one I really like is the other dopey one, the question mark. This one. Oh, lost little guy. I think this one I'd probably want to... So the question marks I'm gonna change a little bit. Actually make them more detailed to fit in the crop. Maybe more like a bubbly kinda. Maybe scooch you a little bit lower. So that way the question marks have room. Oh, I just had an idea. The cherry could be like this. The cherry stem. I don't know if this looks, if I'm a genius or this is gonna look stupid. Maybe it can have 3 of them so you can kind of understand that this is a cherry stem, but then also the these other ones. Probably fix this a little bit more, like thin it out so it looks more like the stem. But again, I may be getting lost in the sauce because if this doesn't read well, like when it's scaled down, then it's not gonna be good as an emote. Like this should also... I made it smaller to add some diversity to the sizes, but I'm realizing it's probably better to just take up as much space as possible. Take up all the emote real estate. So the good thing about having this kind of file too is that you can just zoom out and be like, does that look legible? Can I tell what the hell that is? Because up close it's gonna look fine. I think maybe once the line art's a little bit thicker, it'll be easier to comprehend and see. Emote line art has to be surprisingly super thick since it gets scaled down so much. I mean, even that is... I guess it works. The drooling dead brain dead look is great. Thank you. Yeah, so we have two different ones. You have this one which is more like question mark, and then this one which is just kind of like shock. Shock, but also like no brain. With the spoon. Yeah, see, I like how in that emote, Bellows, the question marks are different sizes, so it doesn't look too symmetrical. Maybe I can still get away with making this one a little bit smaller. And actually, surprisingly, those question marks don't take up a lot of space in the emote itself, but you can still tell that they're question marks. Or, ooh, how about, I'm gonna reorganize this a little. So this question mark is gonna be on this side, and then this cherry stem can be kind of like, sort of like this. That way, this question mark can be here. I want to make it like this. Oop. Yeah, something like that. I feel like that might be a little bit better. And I still want to try to push this to be a little bit bigger as much as possible. Oh yeah, also something else that I often forget about too is that with emotes, you can get away with actually having things overlap a little bit more. So maybe you could even do this, assuming that it became clear like what's what. Like maybe if it's taking up like this much space. I'm gonna set this aside for a second so I can scoot fan mascot over a little bit more. Maybe make it a little bit bigger even. And then we take the question marks and overlap the elements a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like that looks a lot better. So I want to bring this question mark closer and have it overlap a little bit more. Maybe get a little bit bigger. this. It's a little bit better. Maybe we can make the head even bigger. Like that, even. Though I don't want to crop out the details of the neck because that makes it look like it's melting. Teeny bit smaller. I don't know, something like that. We'll play around with it a little bit more. Yeah, I didn't even try to see how well Spoon looked like as a teeny little avatar. I feel like that's pretty clear. Okay, so the other one. For sure. I like this wave. This wave is very cute. And this one should be an easy one to throw in. Like almost perfect already, just like that. Maybe bringing the hand in a little bit more. Yeah, something like this. Then another one. The heart. Oh, I might need to move the hands a little bit more. Or what if it was more like an angle, like you're floating? But now I have to make this look a little more clear that it's a heart. Yeah, something like that. I think this looks pretty legible. Hello, Erin Kelly. Welcome. I'm currently dropping some of the sketches that I've done so far into my little Twitch emote template, so that way I can line and color them later. But these are about what we had sketched out, so several ideas already. I'm just kind of picking and choosing my favorites at the moment. The water one. I really like this water one. The hydrate. Oh, it's like practically perfect. Look at this. Yeah, water. Yeah, that's silly, but I like it. Or maybe I should tilt the again to make up more space here. Change the direction of the water bottle to be this way instead. Oh, let's move the hand too. Something like that. Water! Oops. Yeah, something like that. And then the flex one. I really want it to work, but we're gonna have to try to wiggle it around to see how we can get it to fit. No, actually, as long as you see, I think, one arm, the other one can be kind of cut off, and it's not that bad. Could even probably get it slightly bigger. Yeah, like that. Yeah, then you have room for the sparkle. That looks like what I'm trying to imply. Muscles. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emotes so far. Which other ones are really good? The loading one. This one. way, it's... Yeah, as long as I think the loading symbol was prominent enough, I could even make it a little bit bigger. I do like this, this cheers emote. Cheer with the glass, not the cheer light stick cheer. So I'm not sure how we will differentiate the two in terms of naming. Maybe just call this one chill. Excuse me. Ugh. It's been a long day. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8 emotes so far. I also like this actually that reads very clearly. Even at the tiny stage. I think between these two, I still like the side one better. Except it's gonna be really close, like that even. Yeah. And then the pin. Also another very easy one to read. Yeah, you can see those big ol' eyes from space. They're so big. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then in terms of our standard, we have 5 with 8, 9, well, no, 5, 8, that's 13, 14, 15, and not including the animated ones yet. again, we can retire emotes eventually. When we decide who's getting chopped from the list. Maybe this peak one would be good too. Just want to make sure that I'm not doing too many of just me. I want them to be pretty even in terms of which emotes use me and which ones use the fan mascot. So that's 1 Calico, 2 Calico, 3 Calico, 4 Calico, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it looks like a mess. I'm just turning on the layer so I can see, so that's 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 12. So maybe like 1. No. Math. I can do math. Hold on. 15. So 4 more. Yes, 4 more, I think. That means we could probably also do this Shoujo Shock one. So that'd be 6 and 6 now. So then, maybe another one of you guys. Maybe this, this mug. So we won't even need the border. Big that is. That'll definitely be very clean. What am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Start. Oh, nope. Hold on. I should rename these just so it's easier for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 13. Plus the cheer emote makes 14, so we can get one more. For non-animated emotes, that is. Maybe this one of us together. The munch. Yes. Excellent. That's perfect. Get munched. Alright, I think that's... okay, so then 14. Yep, so those would be non-animated emotes. I think these are pretty good to start with. And then we can always add more. Or swap them out. Or just have them animated. And then those slots would clear up over time. This one I want to rework again. I like the idea, but I'm still... It needs some workshopping, but the idea is there. And then this one is just... I love this one. Okay. So let me save that. Save. Should also save this one. I didn't even save all my doodles. We call this emote draft. PSD. Alright. We have like 30 minutes left. We could probably start trying to line some of these, but we're not gonna get too far, I'm sure. Maybe we can start putting them in folders, and naming them. So this one I'm gonna call Spoon. This one will be what? Or huh? Like that one. Here's a wave. Easy. Get in there. This one is heart. This is hydrate. This one is flex. Here's loading. Or maybe, yeah, I guess loading is fine. This one is chill. Here's actually. I still don't know what to call this expression. I guess side-eye? Or we could just say eye for now until another eye-related emoji comes up. PN. Shock. This one is smug. And this one, call this maybe munch. Or maybe just bite. Bite is probably better. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna try to define this one a little bit more. It's very light. So on the frame. Also make this bigger. It's gray. Let's take up the whole canvas. There you go. So now for keeping it kind of silly, I can't even remember what my line art size was on the other one. Did I save it in my layer line? I did not. Okay. Though I guess it doesn't really matter too much, because the lines have to be thick anyways. Something like this. And I'm ready for dinner. After stream's over, I'm hungry. Looking at this doodle of me eating you makes me hungry. You just made a sandwich? Ooh, what kind of sandwich? What kind of goods you got, Ty? Oh my god, are you nomming the insert name yours? Yes, I am. Here, I'll show you the... Let me hide this. Yeah, because I don't... I'm trying to clean up the sketch a little bit, but let me show you what we've got so far. So this is... Oops. Yeah, so we have this one where I'm eating the mascot, and then and then I have this other one where you're also eating the mascot. Just inspired by the sunfish. You know, you're just going through life with the with a big chunk missing from your head. But no big deal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And we got this one. You're like a melty face with also the question marks. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want the cherry stem to also be a question mark, or if I just want to use actual question marks. But yeah, because the face can be all melty because you're made out of ice cream. He's kind of like goofy, like a hoa. And we have typical wave emote. Oops. And a heart emote. This one's cute. Hydrate. I love this one too. All the really silly ones are becoming my favorite. Hydrate. Water. Soda. So hydrate. Drink some water. And we have flex. You gotta have the flex emote. Soda! Like this flex emote, I think it'll be very cute. Yeah, you know I had to put it in. You get this loading emote when I can't find the words for things, which is very often, unfortunately. We have this chill. You're just a cool guy. You're chill. You're chillin'. Cheers, bruh. We got actually. We have this the way that I explain this one is like, you know how a dog, their eyes are typically like beady, but then when you look from the when they look from the side, it's like you can see the eye white. Just like the little slit of the white. Yes. We have the side eye. We have PN. A little Calico PN. I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday. We have this, the Shoujo Shock. I think this one would be easy. You could do it in color, but I kind of want to just make all the fill like white and just do like really like intense line art on it that hopefully doesn't get lost when you scale it down. We also have the Smug. This one would be also very easy to clean up. Yes, exactly, the kitty. Eye emojis. And then the bite one, which you walked in on. And then of course the one and only so far, the cheer. I guess what I could have done to figure out the line art sizes. Just doing this. It's a little too thick. It's kind of close. Yeah, a little less. That's like a 45. That's pretty good, 45. Just to keep some consistency, but I realize, whoa, that some of this is not going to be very consistent anyways. Oh, thank you, Twy. Here, I'll show you on this page. This was where I was drafting everything. So, I kind of just picked out my favorites from this batch because I realized I forgot that the animated emotes also accounts for the total 23 emotes, and I have only a couple of ideas for the animated ones, which are kind of harder to draw out or conceptualize. So, well, that leaves us with 22 minus 8, which is 14. Yes, 14. some of the other ones that I didn't put in that I liked. The side eye could have easily been this one, but I'm also thinking this one could be like fingies, potentially. Like, please, my fingies. These peak ones. I just like the dot eyes of this of the mascot peeking out from the bottom. Just the simple little dots. It's pretty funny. This super anime one to match with the shoujo shock. Maybe this will come eventually. This one's a good one too. But yeah, we'll see how they fare when which ones end up getting used more. This note-taking one, I feel like, while this could have been an easy standard one, this would also be a good animated emote. So I've left it here for now, but it may get used in the future. Hopefully that's not too light. Oop. Expression. It's kind of like, huh? Be like this. Yeah, something like this, I think. Oh, can't forget about this. There we go. So Evie, you gonna go to bed soon? Get that rest. That's alright. If you do, stream is ending in like 10 minutes anyways. So let me just say, so let me talk about the schedule, because I put it out pretty late last night. So let me see what I got for you. What do I have planned for y'all for the month of February? Okay, let's stop drawing for a second. Let me put another one. Let's use this guy on screen for a little bit. Okay, so schedule. I need to change it. This is last month's schedule. this is the schedule for this month, February. Okay, so this is the February schedule for the rest of this month. We are currently on Tuesday, February 3rd with the emotes and badge making. Oh, I totally forgot about the badges. At the beginning of stream, when I was trying to figure out and count up how many emote slots you get at the beginning, I was like, I can't find the place to upload badges, and I don't know if that is something I just don't have yet, or am I missing it somewhere, because it's not on the emote page, and I didn't know where else to look. It could be that I'm just a dummy, but I don't see another scroll bar. Okay, you'll show me later. Cool. So we still have to figure out badges. And then there's upcoming Thursday at 8 a.m. PST on February 5th. We're gonna be playing a demo for this indie game I saw called Utterly Lost. It looks very cute. You basically play as a little sea otter and you go around and you do all these little quests. It looks fun. So I hope it'll be a calm little gaming session in the morning. And then next week, Tuesday, February 10th, we got Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I don't know if we'll finish the very last case. And I'm not talking about the Christmas case. I'm talking about the extra case, because we left off. That's where we left off, if anybody remembers. So we still have that one extra case left to finish in Ace Attorney. So I don't know if we'll actually finish it, but we're gonna do our best. And if we don't finish it, then that just means we'll get another Phoenix Wright stream in March. Then following that, Thursday, February 12th, we get another demo, another indie game demo for an indie game I've been keeping my eyes on for some time. It's called Puni the Florist, and you play as, I assume the main character's name is Puni, and they own like a little flower shop, and so you get customers coming to you with little requests of like what kind of flowers they want, what colors they want in it, etc, etc, and you make these little custom bouquets. I think that's really cute. Kind of in theme for Valentine's Day, sort of. And then, following after that, Tuesday, February 17th, Spiritfarer. It's been a long time since we played Spiritfarer, so I was hoping to get back into that one. Another calm game. Then February 19th, Handcam. Another Handcam stream, Traditional Art Part 2. We're gonna try to finish up that piece that I started last month, or in January, the Shikishi board piece. I'd like to finish it up, the detailing and texture and whatever else that I feel is necessary for it. So we'll get another Handcam stream, yippee! And then on February 24th, Tuesday, I just put art because I, at the time, wasn't sure what kind of art I wanted to do. Like, do I want to draw? Do I want to actually like just lock in and do line art in silence for 3 hours and mutter to myself? Do I want to maybe do some animation? I don't know. I guess we'll just see what the fates have for us. And then February 26th, the last stream day for me for February, that'd be the Thursday morning. We're gonna do some productivity streaming. So last week, I'm pretty sure last week, I showed you the room that I had made in Go, and some of you guys popped in and hung out for a little bit, and we just kind of chatted. This time, I'll just have the room open, and I'll actually be trying to do some stuff off stream that you can't see, but we'll just be hanging out in the room together, and maybe I'll just kind of ramble and talk about stuff. And yeah, that's the plan for February, and you can find the schedule in my free chat on my YouTube channel, and also on Blue Sky. Unfortunately not on Twitter. Twitter dang is gonna not get any art from me anymore until things get fixed, so yeah. And with that, we have just about 3 minutes left before 10, so let's take a look on who is currently live on Twitch. Who can we raid tonight? Who is alive? I see, oh, a couple people. Ooh. Okay, we have a couple choices. I think I want to raid... It's been a while. Oh, what are they doing? Looks like most of these people are gaming. Got a lot of gamers today. Or tonight. Let's raid into our pal Ramethal. So raid Ramethal. Ramethal is a VTuber friend of mine. We have done, I believe, one collab stream together where we drew together. Ram's not doing art right now. They just seem to be gaming. But let's just go in and say hi, hello, how are you? Let's see, what can we say? I guess you could just say, seems like our raid message has changed every time we've raided someone. Maybe we can just say, otter raid as usual. Let's go ahead and otter raid with the otter emote. Or if you want to use the cheer emote, that works too. Something like this. Let's just copy paste that a few times. Yeah. So go ahead and say hello to Ram. I'll be in there for a little bit just to say hi as well before I scurry off to get my dinner. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening or day, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you Thursday morning, or morning for me. Thursday for, yeah, the Otter indie game, Utterly Lost. Alright? So until then, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Good night. Thanks again for all the subscriptions and stuff. It was very sweet. See you later.